Hi designers, it's Kylie and I am back with another Photoshop tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to take this media console, or sort of really any piece of furniture, and distort it so that it is in a face forward view. So obviously, as you know, a lot of times we don't always get the correct angle or view of some products, so we need to do a little manipulation in Photoshop. So I'm going to take this one and distort it as though we were looking at it straight on, not at an angle. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sort of chop it apart a little bit, and I'm going to manipulate the different pieces in different ways. So I'm going to start by removing the top. Okay, and then I'm going to go Command X. And then I'm going to do Command V and paste it just in case. Oops, looks like I didn't delete my background. Let me do that. Okay, there we go. Do it up here too. Okay, so I might not actually use this top piece. I think I might actually need to create a different top for it, but I'm going to save it just in case. So now I'm going to work on this bottom piece. I'm going to enlarge it a little bit here so I can see some of the details a little bit better. And this side view, if you were looking at it straight on, you wouldn't actually see it. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that right to the corner. Okay. Now I'm going to take this piece and use the Distort tool to get it into a sort of a straight on view. So I'm going to pull down a couple of guides, one on the top and one on the bottom here. Again, this will be my reference as I'm distorting this to make sure that I'm getting it straight. So let's see, let's go Edit, Transform, Distort. And I'm going to start by kind of bringing the whole thing on the side up here. And as you can see, I'm trying to line up that bottom part as closely as I can. All right, and then I'll take this and move this down a bit so that top looks really nice and flush. I might move this up, see if we can get it up. Of course, sometimes it's a little nitpicky. Okay, that looks pretty decent. So you'll see the bottom part looks a little bit different. This over here is a little bit more of the straight-on view. So I'm going to copy this bottom leg here and move it to the other side. So we'll just Command C, Command V, grab it, move it over here, and then I'm going to delete this one on this side. Okay. Grab this layer, move it up. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then I'm just going to go Edit, Transform, Flip Horizontal so that it's facing the correct way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge the layers. So this bottom one, I'm going to merge it with this top part so that it becomes just one layer. Merge layers. Okay, great. I'm going to take away the guidelines just so I can see my piece a little bit better. And then if you take a look here, this side you can kind of see this notch out, and since it had the side view, doesn't have the notch taken away. So I'm going to zoom in and just take out that little notch to make it look a little bit more even. So I'm zooming in here, and I'm actually holding the Option button and then scrolling down with my mouse. So that helps you zoom in. Okay, now I'm going to grab the lasso tool, and I'm just going to cut this notch out. Delete. Okay, zoom back out. All right, looks great. So I'm thinking this top is actually a little bit more, it's going to take a lot of distorting to get it to the point where it actually looks normal. So I think I'm going to create my own top. So I'm going to let's hide this layer for now. And I'm going to create my own top. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take the rectangle tool and put a rectangle on the top and go back up here. Let's go layer, new fill layer, solid color. Okay. And then I want it to, match the this piece a little bit better. Let's see, which color do I want? I think that looks good there. The top will be a little bit lighter. Imagine if it were in a room, the light would be shining on the top. So yeah, actually, let's make it a little bit lighter like that, okay? And then I need to put this top into perspective. So I'm going to go Edit, Transform, Perspective, and it would be going back at an angle. So I'm going to give it a little bit of an angle. Okay, there we go. That looks good. And then we need to bring it down. So I'm going to go Command T, which is free transform, and then it would come down a little bit to get it into sort of the correct perspective. All right, and I think that works. I think that looks good. You could put a TV on top of it or whatever else you needed to. It's not exactly perfect, but you can see that it is sort of facing at a straight on view, which is better than what we had before. So hopefully that helped.